It's been a devastating year for our music industry. I'm proud to say that MMF has been able to help our local music community in Kansas City by giving out over $98,000 in COVID relief grants this year. In addition, we've dispensed over $30,000 from Abby's Fund for urgent healthcare needs. And that's why we're here tonight, to help replenish Abby's Fund. I want to thank everyone that has donated so far this year to make all the grants possible. The need is still there. We're still getting applications for COVID grants. So if you are able, please go out and donate at midwestmusicfoundation.org. If you are a musician or a music industry worker in need, we still have grants available. So go out to our website, hit on that healthcare tab. You'll see the COVID relief grant application there, and you'll also see the application for Abby's Fund. Again, I want to thank everybody. Go check out our auction. We have some amazing items that were donated. I'm going to turn it over to Sandra Freeman. She put the show together, booked all the bands. She's an amazing part of MMF, and I will turn it over to her.
Hi. To say that reimagining this whole event that we've been doing for 13 years didn't present us some challenges, well, we'd be lying. But we're very happy that we managed to make it happen. And as Abigail used to say, it takes a village to raise a rock show. And she had no idea how right she was, especially when you have to do things on the fly like this. There are a lot of behind-the-scenes heroes that make things like this happen. And there are a lot of people that have been with us for years helping make this happen, and they get very little credit for it. This year especially, Steve Gardels with EXO Blackwater. It would not have happened without you. We love you. And longtime sponsor Sid with Too Much Rock has been invaluable all these years. Tito's, Boulevard, Judy Mills, you know, the list is just absolutely huge. I wanted to say hello to everyone at Lemonade Park. If you're down there watching at Lemonade Park, thank you so much. We love you. Thanks to Wes and his crew, and for putting that together so y'all could get together. I really wish I could be in two places at once. And the only bad thing about this is I really want to hug everybody, because we usually hug everybody in Kansas City this weekend. We just wanted to thank everybody. What we're doing tonight is really important, and it's important to a lot of people, and it affects a lot of people's lives, and we can't do it without all of you guys watching the stream, and donate if you can. And that's all I got. Thank you so much. We are going to let our dear friend, Mark Manning from Wednesday Midday Medley on KKFI, MC this thing for you tonight. And I'm going to bring him up now, and he'll be carrying you through to the end. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it one more time for Rhonda Lyon and Sandra Freeman. Those two women keep everything running for us. Welcome to Apocalypse Meow 13 on this very historic day in America. We're happy to have all of you with us watching on Facebook and YouTube, wherever you might be. Apocalypse Meow is the Midwest Music Foundation's primary fundraiser for Abby's Fund for Musicians Healthcare, which provides area musicians with emergency healthcare grants. And this year's special COVID virtual edition features an online auction, and you can go to 32.auctions.com/meow2020 to check out all the great things. This auction runs through November 28th. We'd like to thank all the businesses that have donated to the auction too. And also there's merch available. If you go to midwestmusicfoundation.org, click on the merch button, you can find all kinds of great t-shirts and all kinds of great things that you can have. Tonight's show features some special guest speakers, plus we're going to have live and pre-recorded performances from right here at the Record Bar, from Alejandro Escovedo, Jon Dee Graham, Roman Numerals, Kadesh Flow, Brett Anderson of Tonka, the Nathan Corsi Band. But first, we are thrilled to kick things off with a new band, a band that's called Heels.
Do it 100 more times. It's easy. Woo! Dude, a beer? Woo! About a defibrillator. Styling. Profiling. Check five. Wheeling, stealing. Kiss the son of a gun. I'm gonna take my elegance.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in to Apocalypse Meow 13 in support of the Midwest Music Foundation, which is very, very close to my heart. Obviously, having musicians in my family, I'm related to some of the guys and the elders. And then, of course, we've got all the folks behind the scenes. This foundation helps all of these people, especially during these hard times, the pandemic. They've lost gigs. They've had to be creative on how to make money, how to make a living. Well, and you know, with medical insurance, that's what the foundation is all about. Miss Abby's no longer with us, but it was her dream to make sure that this foundation lived on, and it has, with wonderful, wonderful people running it now. And we have you out there watching right now who can donate to help these people. Please, just donate. There's a fund there, so when these musicians need help with those, medical problems, medical necessities, medical emergencies, they can call the Midwest Music Foundation. And they're just wonderful. As I said, I have musicians in my family, so I know what this is like. It just, warms my heart. Thank you so much. Please give. The link will be up. And please, please, please enjoy the show. See ya.
Thank you, Kathy Quinn. Thank you for all your good work over there at Channel 4. We also want to thank all of you for supporting Midwest Music Foundation, who, despite the challenges of COVID-19, are proud to present the live streaming 13th annual Apocalypse Meow to benefit Abby's Fund for the Musicians Healthcare, which provides area musicians with emergency healthcare grants. Also this year, we've created a COVID-19 pandemic separate relief fund, and over $98,000 has been donated to bands and artists and people in the music industry here in Kansas City. We also have a virtual auction happening right now that you can go to at 32auctions.com/meow2020. We want to thank some big sponsors who have helped make this all happen. You Found Music, The Bridge 90.9 FM, Tito's Vodka, Scene Merch, Jackson County Outside Agencies, and Boulevard Brewing Company. Our next act is from a band. West Plains, Missouri gave birth to one of our favorite bands, Ha Ha Tonka, who since 2007 have released 5 critically acclaimed albums, all available through Bloodshot Records. Tonight we are thrilled to welcome to the show lead guitarist and founding member of Ha Ha Tonka, the fabulous Brett Anderson.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you all for being here. And my name's Brett, as Mark mentioned. I'm happy to be here. This is a great cause. Fully supported. I'm going to play a handful of songs for you tonight, mostly new ones. Let's start with this one, though. Can't keep learning the same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. The same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. Tried to kick so many habits that I hold, but they hold on to me even when I let go of them. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. I know my weaknesses, I could tell you every one, but I know that doing so won't make me any stronger at all. I keep learning the same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. Lessons over again. I keep learning the same lessons over. I can't keep learning the same lessons over again. Thank you, guys. This is a solo song that I wrote a few years back. For anybody who's ever, all of you have, anyone who's lost somebody close to you recently. The song's called Mississippi River. Darling, don't be scared. There's hope in the air. And when you find that courage to go on and turn yourself over to the Mississippi. It won't ease your mind. These things take time. But soon, someday, your courage will grow, and you turn yourself over to Mississippi. The Mississippi is waiting for you, my darling. Money and fame ain't nothing compared to where you're going this time. Floating down the Mississippi River. The Mississippi keeps moving, and I keep falling. Someone help me change my mind. In Mississippi, stop waiting for you, my darling. Money and fame ain't nothing compared to where you've gone this time. Floating down the Mississippi River. Thank you all. So before COVID happened, Tonka started recording our brand new record here in Kansas City with Joel Nanos at Element Recording Studios. And I love Joel. And we were well on our way, and then shit hit the fan. So we're having to delay all of our recordings until we can safely travel again. Brian lives in Germany, so once we can all get back together, we're gonna finish this thing up. But I'm gonna play you guys a song that's gonna be on the next record. It's called "Leaving That Boy." It's been a long day on the Arkansas River. The sun is blazing hot, but the water make you shiver. Sometimes things feel just fine, but one day soon you got to leave that boy. You're tearing at your heartbeat, tearing at your head. If you do it again, you got to tell someone. Not today, today you feel fine, but one day soon you got to leave that boy. Gotta let him go. Time for you to shine. Gonna be slow. Gonna take time. Leaving that boy. Leaving that boy. Leaving that boy. Leaving that boy. It's been a long day, headed to the river to drown your soul in sun and wash away the sinner. You headed down to Jamestown Point and shoving off into the glistening tide. You're letting go of everything, turning into no one. When you come back, you be a boyless woman. You headed down to Jamestown Point, you're shoving off into the glistening tide. Gotta let him go. Time for you to shine. Gonna be slow. Gonna take time. Leaving that boy. 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 Thank you all. I watched the sky turn lonesome black. The night came quickly before my eyes. Both of my ladies asleep in their beds. And now it's just me and my loneliness. So I walk the neighborhood with a red hand. Sometimes they watch me through their windows. I wonder if they're thinking, is he gonna crack? But Joycey Ann didn't raise me like that. So I act like no one sees, and I talk like no one sees. A crazy man walking the streets. That ain't how Joycey Ann raised me. They pray to St. Anthony for something they lost, but they can't remember what it was. Maybe a memory, maybe a dream. Maybe the way you raised me. Still I act like no one sees, and I talk like no one sees. A crazy man walking the streets. That ain't how Josie Ann raised me. No, that ain't how Josie Ann raised me. Thank you. Okay, this next song also will be on the next Tonka record. Hopefully we can put it out in 2021. That's the hope. This song is called Tired and Stuck. You were standing on the back porch, just watching the sun go down. You got a funny feeling sometime it come around. It's never shown teeth like this, bit you with such a sudden ease. Then you blew away with the breeze. Now the world has started making funny sounds. Are you lost or have you been found? I can hear you in the distance now. You're singing my name just a little bit out of tune. Pining for the moon. Are you tired, stuck, down on your luck? Are you tired, stuck? Take a walk, take a look. Nothing's as it seems when you're tired and stuck. I was staring at the ceiling, hollow and sunken in. Here come that funny feeling. Come on, just let me in. It's never shown teeth like this, bit me with such a sudden ease. Then I blew away with the breeze. Now the world has started making funny sounds. Am I lost or have I been found? I can hear you in the distance now. You're singing my name just a little bit out of tune. Pining for the moon. Are you tired, stuck, down on your luck? Are you tired, stuck? Take a walk, take a look. Nothing's as it seems when you're tired and stuck. Take a walk, take a look. Nothing's as it seems when you're tired and stuck. Are you tired, stuck, down on your luck? Are you tired? You stuck? Thank you all. How am I doing on time? I got one more? Okay. Let's see. I know I'm going to forget all the lyrics to this, but I'll try it. What's a live show without somebody messing up? You know what I'm saying? I'll be that guy. Once upon a time you dressed so fine, through the bumps of dime in your prime, didn't you? People called, said, hey, beware doll, you're bound to fall. You thought they were all kidding you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out, but now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about having to be a scrounger for your next meal. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? No direction home, like a rolling stone. Are you going to the finest schools? Alright, Miss Lonely, but you know you only used to get just an A. Nobody ever taught you how to live out on the streets, and now you're just gonna have to get used to it. You say you never compromise with the mystery tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibis. You stare into the vacuum of his eyes and say, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own with no direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Oh, you never looked around to see the frowns on the jugglers and the clowns when they all did tricks for you. You never understood that it ain't no good. You shouldn't let other people get their kicks for you. You used to ride on your chrome horse with your diplomat, who carried on his shoulders a Siamese cat. Ain't it hard when you discovered that he really wasn't where it's at? After he took from you everything he could steal, how does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? No direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Oh, princess on the steeple, and all the pretty people all drinking, thinking that they've got it made. Exchanging all precious gifts, you better take that diamond ring. You better pawn it, babe. You used to be so amused by Napoleon in rags and the language that he used. Go to him now, he calls you, you can't refuse. When you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing to lose. You're invisible now, you got no secrets to conceal. How does it feel? no direction home, a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Make sure you please visit that auction online. Haha Tonka has a merch package on there as well. So thank you guys very much for listening. Appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Brett Anderson. That was beautiful. Good to hear the Bob Dylan too. We need Bob Dylan today, don't we? It's a special day, and it's a historic day all across the world. The whole world is celebrating today. And we're happy to have all you with us today for Apocalypse Meow 13. This is Midwest Music Foundation's primary fundraiser for Abby's Fund for musicians' healthcare. A lot of musicians don't have insurance, and this organization is there as a lifeline to help people out. And Brett mentioned our auction, which is www.32auctions.com/meow. .com/meow 2020. Rhonda let me know that the Pairing, just down the street here, are donating 100% of their tips to Midwest Music Foundation tonight. And they're having a viewing party at the Pairing, watching us right now. So hello everyone at the Pairing. Thank you so much for what you're doing to help out. Also, we have a crew of volunteers and people that are making this happen here tonight at the Record Bar. Paul Malinowski on sound, Steve Gardels, who does amazing wizardry with video and all kinds of imagery for us, Kenyon McClung, Sandra Freeman, Tom Hudson, Jay Lindhorst, Rhonda Line, of course, Chris Mowry, and Matt Zandberg of the Record Bar. And if I'm leaving anybody out, we'll try to thank you later. You can go to midwestmusicfoundation.org to get all the information you need to know. Coming up, we have performances from rock and roll royalty, Jon Dee Graham. But first, we have a few words from our friend, Jerry Jones.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for being here tonight for Apocalypse Meow 13, and thank you for supporting Midwest Music Foundation. I'm Jerry Jones. I'm the Director of Community Health for Blue Cross and Blue Shield, host of the Uninvited podcast, and new board member of MMF. So I didn't get the chance to meet Abby, and I've had the opportunity to meet and have conversations with the people who knew her the best and loved her the most. And when me and a couple of my friends started Rock Docs, our only hope was to contribute to honoring her legacy by helping musicians who provide so much joy to us, to figure out how we can get access to healthcare and really begin to start figuring out what can we do to really begin to make some real change happen here in the city. And so Apocalypse Meow, even especially now when there are no gigs to be had, is more important than ever. So all I want to say is thank you again. Thank you for supporting Abby's Fund. Thank you for supporting MMF, and thank you for being here tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show. We got a great lineup coming for you. And let's just, one last thing. I know I'm going a little bit longer than I'm supposed to, but I just want to say this. Let's do all the things that we need to do in order to be able to come back together for Apocalypse Meow 14, and that we can celebrate Abby, and that we can celebrate each other together in person. Enjoy the rest of the show. Be good to yourselves, good to each other, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.
Sound of the clock sad bird song. Let the radios play all Sunday long. Sorry words from a sorry man. The sorry sound I think I can stand. Let the rain whisper on the rooftop, and the wind in the curtains can sigh. But oh my God, when a woman cries. Fine cocks, ladies and gentlemen. That's always mystified me. They'll like come in and then they'll shout so they can be heard above the band. And it's like, just step on the other side of those doors because you'll find you don't have to shout out there. I don't know. The world is a mystery. People will disappoint, but they will also delight. Speaking of delight, I have two really good friends in town who left Austin a little while back. They had a studio here called Top Hat, and Top Hat was where I made four out of my 8 records, at least, and played on a ton of other things that went through there. And they're two of my favorite people in the world. And they're in town because, well, they're supposed to leave today, but, you know, their flight got canceled because they had to go through, you know, the Northeast. But anyway, I'm going to send this song out because this was, I didn't tour it, I didn't play for a while. And when I came back and I started playing again, they were the first people I went to. And that's what this song is about. And it's Mary's birthday. We're birthday sibs. Everybody say happy birthday, Mary. I forgot Darren Hess from the Heartless Bastards played drums on that track too. He said, "What are we trying to go for here?" And I said, "I want it to sound like bread, but like if they're all strung out." And he went, "I know exactly what to do." Oh, fuck, is it good to be back? I did. It was like a 3-week long journey to the center of my problem. Let me just give you like one little brief thing. I lived in Hollywood for 7 years, like between 87 and 95, and those were not particularly good years. And so I'm flying into Hollywood to do this house party up in the hills for the fancy people. And I'm staying at the Motel 6 because that's where I stay. I love Motel 6 dearly, and I'm not ironically in any way. I love them. And the one that we used to stay at is not there anymore, but there's a new one. And so I booked it. When I booked it, I said, "Whitley? Oh, fuck. I used to live on Whitley. That's where I moved when I first moved to Hollywood." And so the cab pulls onto Whitley. And no shit, the Motel 6 is directly across the street from the apartment building I'd lived in. Okay, it's pretty freaky so far. So I get out and I go and I check in. My room's on the 3rd floor. What a fucking coincidence. I used to live on the 3rd floor in that apartment building. I get into my room. There's a moment pause and I knew. I pull the curtain and I'm looking directly into my fucking apartment from 1987. Now I'm having all kinds of time vertigo going on around this and some mixed feelings. And then I notice behind the curtains there's somebody walking around in there. About 6 foot tall. Looks through the curtain just from the outline, be about 240, 250 pounds. And I'm convinced if I sit there long enough, I'm gonna see me at that window. It's like a fucking episode of The Twilight Zone. I thought, and then I went to Tucson. I did. I went to the farmer's market for lunch just to try and get my head straight. Didn't work that way.
Hey everybody, this is Judy Mills from Mills Record Company, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and tuning in and helping support Midwest Music Foundation tonight. Normally, this is one night of this weekend event, I get to actually host it, and this is an organization that I feel so dear to my heart, and I've loved being able to support them. So thank you for what you're doing this weekend to support them. And right now, during a global pandemic, I can't think of a better time to really help support for local musicians who are really struggling. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judy Mills from Mills Record Company, for your steadfast support of the area music community. And thank you to everyone tuning into the live streaming broadcast of Apocalypse Meow 13, Midwest Music Foundation's primary fundraiser for Abby's Fund for Musicians Healthcare, which provides area musicians with emergency healthcare grants. Abby's Fund was named after the trailblazer who got us all started 13 years ago. Abigail Hope Henderson, a Kansas City vocalist and rock and roller, started this nonprofit organization to help musicians pay healthcare costs. For more than a decade, Abigail was the lead singer of several area bands, Trouble Junction, The Gaslights, Atlantic Fade Out, and Tiny Horse. In 2008, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had health insurance, but not enough to cover all of her bills. The cost of the treatments prompted her and her husband, Christopher Mack, to start the Midwest Music Foundation to help raise funds for other musicians who also had health care needs. Abigail died on Tuesday, August 27th, 2013, of cancer at her home. She was 35 years old. We keep her spirit alive by the work that we're doing, helping to build and foster the growing and beautiful music community of Kansas City and the surrounding communities. On the 100th anniversary of the passage of the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote, Abigail would be thrilled that we have elected our first Black Asian woman to be Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. And we're all thrilled about that, right? It's a great day. It's a great day for the whole world. Our next band actually includes some longtime board members from the Midwest Music Foundation. Chris Meck on guitar, Michelle Bacon on bass, Tom Hudson on drums, and Nathan Corsi on lead vocals and guitar. Please welcome the Nathan Corsi Band.
I just want to say thank you, Mark, for the introduction, and it is an honor to be here playing with these fine musicians for this cause. We hope you enjoy what you hear tonight. And make sure if you're watching this stream, go and check out the auction and place your bids.
down? Is it coming down?
Thank you guys so very much. This one goes out to a man on Pennsylvania Avenue.
just to get home alive. Not 24 hours since the last one died. Gotta win it, you gotta get it. You're moving on it. Been taking it and it's been too long. It's been too long. Gotta win it, you gotta get it. You're moving on it. Been taking it and it's been too long. Been too long. Well, it's something wrong. On and on, it's been too long. On and on, but it's been too long. On and on, but it's been too long. You gotta get it. You're moving on it. You're taking it and it's been too long. Too long. You gotta win it. You gotta get it. You're moving on it. You're taking it and it's been too long. Too long. Smoke is rising, burns my eyes, and I'm not crying. Your eyes are lying to me. Someone whispers, takes me by the hand down to the promenade. Oh, honey, don't be late on Independence Day. I'm on the line, and you're seduced by real sadness. Don't let me go just for a moment. I was found. I'm on the line, and I'm not trying to get back. No, I'm just looking for another way to make it through this life. I'm on the line. Do you wanna dance? Feel the rhythm. I could show you how. Just take me with you. Tell me what's your name and shake it up tonight. Oh, it's a lonely life, and I'm on the line. Well, you're seduced by real sadness. Don't let me go just for a moment. I was found. Well, I'm on the line, and I'm not trying to get back home. I'm just looking for another way to make it through. I'm on the Christmas. There's something in the darkness calling to me. Heard it when I wandered in the night. And even though at first I found it frightening, I listened to it anyway and bid farewell today. I'm on the line, and you're seduced by real sadness. Don't let me go just for a moment. I was found. I'm on the line, I'm not trying to get back up. I'm just looking for another way to make it through. I'm on the line, and you're seduced by real sadness. Don't let me go just for a moment. I was found. I'm on the line, but I'm not trying to get
Man, rock and roll is fun. Once again, to everybody here who made this thing happen, thank you so much to the crew. And thank you to everybody who is listening and watching. And we really appreciate your support for Abby's Fund and the Midwest Music Foundation. Make sure to go check out those auctions. Just run those prices up. We're big money, no whammy. This is going to be our last song of the evening. This one is called Shangri-La. 600 days I have been searching for the gates of Shangri-La. 600 nights I dreamt in darkness of a photograph I saw. And when I laid my eyes upon it, well, the truth was on the wall. For some there is no refuge in the land of Shangri-La. Oh, tell me if it can be done. Ooh, guess it's not for everyone. Shangri-La's for everyone. Well, if you're coming in with money, 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 ooh. I knew a man who once told me a funny thing about the bomb. He said, son, don't you worry, well, the worries won't last long. No, down here it's best to tell you just to stare up at the sun. In Shangri-La they got the weapons that'll make the kingdom come. Well, tell me how can it be done? Well, 'cause it's not for everyone. Shangri-La's for everyone. If you're coming in with money, 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 ooh. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to the band. We love you.
Thank you, Nathan Corsi Band. Aren't they 4 of Kansas City's hardest working musicians in town right up here on stage all together? And you all sound fabulous. Michelle Bacon, amazing harmony singing there. We love it. Nathan Corsi, you never fail to do a great show for all of us. Thank you all for supporting the Midwest Music Foundation. We're proud to present to you tonight the 13th annual Apocalypse Meow. You know, these are tough times, and the Midwest Music Foundation has answered the call. They've created a COVID-19 pandemic relief fund. They've already given away over $98,000 this year in just the COVID relief fund. which is a fund separate from Abby's Fund. We're raising money tonight for Abby's Fund. Since Midwest Music Foundation started, they've donated over $240,000 to musicians in need, helping our community. And you can help too. We have an auction going on right now at 32auctions.com/meow2020. This runs through November 28th. You can go there and bid on some amazing items. We have great sponsors. We'd like to thank Boulevard Brewing, Jackson County Outside Agencies, You Found Music, The Bridge 90.9, Tito's Vodka, and Scene Merch, who made these great t-shirts for us, and these special masks, which we love. And this stage that I'm standing on tonight has been sponsored by Too Much Rock. Coming up, we're going to be having a reunion from the band Roman Numerals. But first, I want to talk about Too Much Rock. Sid Sauter is the founder of Too Much Rock, a music blog that he created in 1997 to share his photos, videos, and comments from all the live shows that he attends. Sid also created the Too Much Rock single series, a collection of 45 RPM singles that marry great songs with great bands, all for the love of vinyl. Each old school 2-song single features one unique song paired with one cover song that Sid chooses for the band to record, along with one of their songs. Then Sid presses 500 copies of the 7-inch single and donates them to the band for their own use, for their own merch. So far, Shwervon, Rev Gusto, Josh Berwinger Band, The Uncouth, Hipshot Killer, Witch Jail, Red Kate, Heidi Lynn Gluck, Brandon Phillips and The Condition, and just recently, the Generation Z Band, No Germ Candy, have all recorded for Too Much Rock for the single series that Sid does. All because of the amazing generosity of Sid Sauter and Too Much Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, Sid Sauter.
Hello, I'm Sid Sauter from the Too Much Rock podcast. Too Much Rock is the main stage sponsor for this year's Apocalypse Meow, and I couldn't be happier to be involved in this process. As you can see, I'm here at home, social distancing, being safe, and I'm glad you all are as well. However, I desperately wish we were at Record Bar celebrating with these great bands, celebrating Abby's legacy, and raising money for this important cause. So, why is this so important right now? Well, a lot of us are staying home. We're missing doctor's appointments, sometimes because we just shouldn't go out, and sometimes because we can't afford those doctor's appointments because we're having trouble working. So preventative care is way down, which means we're gonna have even higher medical expenses, so we need even more money to help support musicians and those in the music industry in Kansas City. So look at the link at the bottom of your screen, donate, check out the auction, see if you can outbid me, I dare you. And visit the merch website as well. Get yourself a new t-shirt. I've got this one, it's pretty old. I think it's time for me to buy a new one as well. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for donating and being a part of this important cause. We'll do this together in person next year.
to show you what I've grown into. I like to destroy things. Just my mind to run through wide. I'm missing control. I'm missing
endless motion. Second hand takes time. You lay back for tomorrow. You do another line. I know I'm nothing without your stand. I swear there's somewhere else in your closeness. Try to forgive me for all that's been said and done. Who can remember everyone? I know I'm nothing without your smile. I swear there's somewhere else in 1 million lives.
Thank you, Roman Numerals. Steve Tilpana, lead vocals, William Smith, and also joining the band, Jason Gherkin on drums, Wade Williamson on keyboards. And that was recorded and shot by Natalie Prauser, who's a senior at Kansas City Art Institute. Natalie, how about it? Go for it. That was taped down at the Union Library, and I've been told if you're down at the Union Library to check out the Rare Books division. All right, we are celebrating Apocalypse Meow 13, happening right now. Glad you're with us, whether you're watching to us on YouTube or Facebook. I know it's a crazy night, a crazy day for the world. We're all celebrating. It's a great day, but we're also celebrating the Midwest Music Foundation, who do so much good work for our community. And right now there is an auction going on at, 32auctions.com/meow2020. Go there and check out all the great things that you can bid on. We'd like to thank all the bands that have played so far. Jon Dee Graham, Roman Numerals, Brett Anderson, Nathan Corsi Band, Heels. Thank you all, they're fabulous. Our next musical act is one of the hardest working musicians in town. This year he released a single called Free People, which is really great. I urge you to check it out. He's also released like 5 or 6 other singles, a 6-song EP called I Hold On To Heat for Too Long, and an EP called Motivated also. Kadesh Flow is 30-year-old Ryan Jamal Davis, a rapper, trombonist, producer. At the age of 11, he began rapping and playing trombone within 2 weeks of one another. His music has been featured on network television in multiple countries and territories across Southeast Asia. Locally, he can be found playing hip-hop sets, playing with his Dashtet, playing trombone with the Fantastics, playing with Jessica Page, playing with Tiki Brawlers, or jamming with Marcus Lewis Big Band for the Brass and Bougie. Please welcome to the stage, Kadesh Flow.
Thank you so much, Mark, for that awesome introduction. Thank you to the Midwest Music Foundation for having me. Thanks to everyone who's played. It's been awesome. It's cool that this is happening in real life, you know. Think I'm strong now, but look way back. Try to move you, people didn't play that. I show love anytime you need support. You give me props to my face and laugh at me for sport. I don't know what to say when they're around me. Try to be brave, but that confounds me. I just feel afraid and I'm down. See, you all got that praise early, I received that doubt. These people act so fake to my face, they be smiling. At least I got my show those who don't play, they about these. Went to no way, accolades never found me. To the one day that I saved everybody. Everybody wasn't there to witness when I had to do the rescue victims. You too busy focusing on how twisted my limbs get. I don't need my neighbors such a mentions. I just think it's funny how I get your recognition now. You too busy trying to be tradition now. Acting like if I was not with this. Although my chances to be great have no existence. I guess I gotta go and hurt. Where is it you gotta eat it? You just consider the work. Where I understand that this is mine, it was destined for birth. Where I just had to sweat and get my hands up in the dirt. Where you too busy focused on what you think you deserve. You're in no way of the destined. That doesn't mean that I just expect it. That just means that until I have it, there is no resting. I am so invested. I will never stop even once I become the best. This is my time. This ain't just a dream, This is what I eat, sleep, and breathe, I'ma do it, doesn't matter what you think, Anything is possible if you believe, Yeah, this ain't just a dream, This is what I eat, sleep, and breathe, I'ma do it, doesn't matter what you think, Anything is possible if you believe it. I said, this ain't just a dream, This is what I eat, sleep, and breathe, I'ma do it, doesn't matter what you think, Anything is possible if you believe it. Yeah, this ain't just a dream. Think I'm strong now, but look way back. Tried to move you, people didn't play that. I show love anytime you need support, but you give me props to my face, they laugh at me for sport. I don't know what to say when they're around me. Try to be brave, but that confounds me. I just feel afraid and I'm down. See, you all got that praise early, I receive that doubt. These people act so fake to my face, they be smiling. At least I got my show those who don't play, they about these. Went to no way, accolades accolades. Thank you. I'm Kadesh Flow, as Mark so graciously said. It's really cool to be here. It's a pretty great day. Really historic day in a lot of senses. And I imagine everyone's not happy about that, but I'm sure a lot of us are. It's really cool to be here because I think this event happening, everyone here could be intensely celebrating right now and it will be understandable. But I think this highlights the fact that there is still so much work to be done and there are people actively doing the work, right? To make sure that the least of us to the greatest of us are taken care of while the infrastructure to take care of everyone is not in place. And I think that's immensely important and why it's hugely paramount that you support Abby's funds. So for those of you who are doing that, thank you. This is a song about not comparing yourselves to other people. Forget the cost of up in the tempo. Looking at my current position is just as simple to evaluate dissatisfaction with lack of action. Give up because my wind's low. Work is a must, I'm in now. Positions to be satisfied. For different reasons in various seasons, I'm taking my passion and trying to pacify. I just lost my ace and I don't know who else to have in mind. Whole family talked of her like we were getting married now. Telling my grandmother that it's all over for real though. Ain't searching for one ring, leading up to Bilbo. Backing up these beats, it's time to focus on this ill flow. Hitting the stew and kick it like I'm walking with some steel toes. Some of these emotions, I don't even want to feel those. Used to cut these records, people thought that I was real close. But I'm still walking in this office, hoping my manager views the work up, perfect is flawless. Really never want to create and forget the drama. Investments only in contact, collecting commas. When I can touch them, look at these bills to get beyond them. They still quote, I try to pay them down and feel broke. They get in television roles, signing majors, and they tour it like they never get it home. Like your starters fully funded and invested that they own. 30 under 30s, producing, directing, and the roles. I'm watching, hoping, dreaming to be bash and stampede. Where the focus in people, I put the flashes on me. And they throw large amounts to get me in the city. And I don't talk about the past until the moment hits me. I say I can't believe I came this far. Walking communities with budgets to drop. Help the next generation kick off. But for now, I watch homies from massive success. While emotionally I'm under the rest. So tell me where is mine? Cause every day I bleed into what I see. Tell me where is mine? So many days without sleep to reach you out. Guess I'm taking up. Cause they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. Shoved in the graves that were at fruition. Ideas and people failing always from lack of vision. Maybe bad decisions or lack consistency. I'm terrified that image will rise when people think of me. Twist along with people expecting to never hit the scene. Take it to the house while they tell their friends about how they met me. Love is like the surface for the goals of Wayne Gretzky. But why does that matter if no one knows the flames left me? Never leaves my laptop, barely hits the internet. I was around the country doing shows. Kids got shot out of their clothes. My officers claiming they show some disrespect. I can speak in verses that I haven't pulled together yet. Used to volunteer, help these kids stay out of games. Now I wonder if I live a lie avoiding pain. Every written this, I miss my own window of opportunity. Feeling like watch that. 2 degrees efforts at the job racks. Left behind a legacy that's not bad. Most fundamentally sound like Tom Brady, 7-step drop back. See, it's way too easy to forget your best is not past when the present moment feels so glum and bleak. I determine my best days are in front of me. Let me keep the vision strong till the day that I'll be running things longing for an opportunity to make an impact. While I trust her with technology bothers me, then it's so easy to forget that Congress ain't solving nothing, too busy taking kickbacks. How do you fight even when you're corporate owned? Lyrical spike speaker, I'm a force in the zone. Intern and graduated with an all-star squad, working hard till I'm on par, searching for what is mine. Yeah. Everything I need it to, but I see it. Tell me where is mine. Hey, so many days without sleep to reach you. I feel, guess I'm taking that. Cause they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. No, they ain't gonna do it for me. They say it's on our shoulders, but I say it's in our palms. Grab and reach for it, take it, not like we devour arms. If it's not a possibility to take it, make it ours. And what's the point of living? Being great, creative, flowers, ours. We do it because you know we are not living free. That heart of mediocrity without fighting like Willis B. Instead of being polluted like the gorilla's speech grow, let it flow like oil from the British petroleum. We're only in baby stages, beginning to see patrolling in the zones in which maybe crazy events could be initiated. Participate in the revolution. I'm on the mission. And I'm not talking accurate or Belushi, but the truth is, I will not stop till all aspects of my existence align. So look in my eyes and then ask me why, and hear my reply. Is that the world is ours? Thank you. Yeah, so that's the single solo performance version of that song, but the album version is with a 20-piece jazz orchestra led by Marcus Lewis. It's called Brass and Bougie. The album is also called Brass and Bougie. You should check that out. We actually just released the first single from Brass and Bougie 2. It's called Black in America. It is rather militant, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's also very dope, and you should listen to it. All right, we got a couple more. With some call and responses. When I ask you a question, I need you to say nobody. If you're on the live feed, which most of you are, give me a nobody in the comments if that's an option. Slow motion like the green screen explosions in the movie. Looking for that paycheck, hoping it'll do me, cause I stretch out that's like the gummo lives a Luffy. Like you think it's stupid, but I'm steady daydreaming. On these spreadsheets, but your budget stays scheming. Close to the like when Andrew ATC's human play things before Trump could say cities. Jump away, super, you don't wanna miss me growing. Everything that's coming from the brothers gonna go in. Nerd crunk, homie with no taku flow and Zaku strokes. Running like a representative donuts. Other than the illness, I just got the max moments. Drop traction when they cop like Axe Foley. All nerds still react, holding enthused like that goes to consume it, but like a tactile beats. Yeah, keep me on your mental. You really need to keep me on your mental. I'll address that dumbness route you just went through. Flow for your open mouth, I just sent you. Keep me on your mental. Keep me on your mental. I'll address that dumbness route you just went through. Flow for your open mouth, I just sent you. Who's gonna bring it like me? Nobody. Make sure you get hit with high heat. No, so sick you need an IV. Who's gonna bring it like me? Who's gonna bring it like me? Make sure you get hit with high heat. So sick you need an IV. Who's gonna bring it like me? Finally serious, grinding cause time will remind you was clear enough. Though I kept reclining to my mind be delirious. Pictures undefined like divided by zero cause I need enough drive to consume me. Shooting for the stars and if I miss I'm still on cars. Cause I'm flying with the moon, be gravity's not an issue. I define the George Clooney. Like that my doobie, I'm trying to stay above it. Playing spin the bottle when the rapper sing, I love it. Now I'm held accountable, I gotta make it something. So I'm launching fire, hoping you're okay. Reflecting subject 24 a day is nothing, I'll be needing 36. 8 to 5 wicked, then I leave you on the spit. Bars that eventually will see me earn a stint. Paying bills with the rap, gonna take my turn at this like. So I wrote that in 2015. while I was still in corporate, and I do like pay the majority of my bills with music now. I do music full time, so that was like a self-fulfilling prophecy thing. It's very difficult during COVID, but we're still getting through it, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this one more time. Hey, 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 who's gonna bring it like me? Make sure you get hit with hot heat. So sick you need an feed. Hey, who's gonna bring it like me? Who's gonna bring it like me? Make sure you get hit with hot heat. So sick you need an feed. Who's gonna bring it like me? Who's gonna bring it like me? Hey, who's gonna like me? Thank you. That's called Drought. So I'm an album called Otaku Moods that came out last year. So the order has been a collab track, that's Where's Mine. Accolades, which is from Motivated, which came out this year. Droughts from Otaku Moods last year. And then the first serious project I dropped, I think after leaving corporate world, Room Service. I did it in a hotel room at a music festival I played. We're gonna do a song from that. A lot of these music festivals are really weird. If you looked like me and you did like nerdy rap stuff, they thought I was gonna be inciting gang violence. There's only one reason they would think that, given my lyrical content. The third time I main staged this festival, I wrote this song because I was in awe of being there. I had to acknowledge that we broke a glass ceiling to get there. So this is called Glassy Eyes. I'm gonna need a little bit of help from y'all on this one. Just some A's and things, you know? Living this life is amazing, about to be feeling so wavy. Hey, 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 hey. Living this life is amazing, about to be feeling so wavy. Hey, 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 hey. Living this life is amazing, about to be feeling so wavy. I am not here to be average, every beat I touch is ravage. Look, my ambition is massive, I am not here to be passive. I am not here for you has-beens, this is my chance to go rapid. KF for the logo, distractions a no-go. NPC your OG, otherwise I'm rolling solo. She been fiending for that good, but acting like I'm Miyamoto. I ignore it, I keep moving, look, not trying to be cold, yo. I'm way too focused on the next move. Loyalty, loyalty, my ladies holding me down. I'm here to bring again, super show to whatever since I get the growth. Here's the situation, let's review. It used to be that we were not included in these places, conversations and movements. And years, book it up to do a right, we lose it. Know the type, 12 rappers, always lacking safety. So this is what making every matter racist. When we talk about experiences, every division of us a matter race. So we Africans, though people know we have a place here. At these panels, we be testifying. Bring it up so you get the buy-in. Hit the shows so you can't deny it. After when Mama for to think about hip-hop was not in this place. Hurry up, Mama knows so we can reason out what we've been trying to say. There's a color being missing from y'all conversations, so we've been present at times up you make it. Pull up and we make our statements, we're here to say it. Look, living this life is amazing. Now we feeling so wavy. Hey, 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 hey. Living this life is amazing. Now we feeling so wavy. Hey, 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 hey. Living this life is amazing. Now we feeling so wavy. I am not here to be average. Every beat I touch is ravage. Look, my ambition is massive. I am not here to be passive. I am not here for you has-beens. This is my chance to go. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. No clue how this generated. Broke through trying to interfaces and expose you to my entertainment. Different, ain't it? Interesting what filling your ears with my substance too. You were chilling, now you let gesture to your mind frame. And you're hungry too, so let's eat together. They get scared when they see perfection. Talk about the feeling cause they piece directed. They get all the energy to figure out a way to get the feet to effort. But I'm just starving, Should've found a way to try to feed me breakfast. Such a dinner if you willing. Every beat I got a kid, I got a drilling of a villain. I don't need you heckling. Taking our hands don't be too reckless. Last time was a meaty reference. Old allies don't believe the message. To pursue every lead to the need to method. I'll pace speed, be the least impressive. You know how myself like me winning every bottle. Regret it, something ever that could be a weapon. I'll limit limits and I'll need to test them. Checking bitches just to keep you guessing. What do you think you can do to me? I'm my own enemy. Your hands and knuckle. I work like I'm built up. I'll be as a unity. Thank you for asking how do I keep moving but we feel this way, hey, 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 hey. Living this life is amazing. How do we feel this way, hey? I am not here to be average. Every beat I touch is ravage. Love my ambition is massive. I am not here to be passive. I am not here to be average. This is my testimony. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. Glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. Glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. If you're feeling this, put glassy eyes in those comments. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. We got glassy eyes, but we broke that glass ceiling. Thank you, I'm Kadesh Flow. Thank you, Midwest Music Foundation, for having me. Donate to the auction, all the good stuff. Thank you.
One more time for Kadesh Flow. Make sure you wear your shoes today, all that glass on the ground from that broken glass ceiling today. Thank you all for being part of Apocalypse Meow 13. Coming up, Alejandro Escovedo. Stay tuned for that. We'd like to thank our sponsors again. Too Much Rock is sponsoring the stage I'm standing on. Boulevard Brewing Company, Jackson County Outside Agencies, You Found Music, The Bridge, Tito's Vodka, Scene Merch. Please remember that you can go to MidwestMusicFoundation.org to check out all the merchandise that's available. We'd like to thank all the bands, artists, speakers that have donated their time and talent for tonight's show. Also all the businesses that have made monetary contributions or donated items to our auction. The crew and volunteers that have made this whole show happen tonight. Also, once again, a big thank you to Rhonda Line and Sandra Freeman. Two beautiful, amazing women who we love, who just help make so many things happen for so many people who need help. And also remember that the auction is going on at 32auctions.com/meow2020. And go to Midwest Music Foundation, check out their site. You can see who are all the people that work on their board and help out. It's one of the most amazing, worthwhile organizations here in town. And one of Abigail's friends and a member of her band, Atlantic Fade Out, is going to do a toast for us now. Annually, we do this every year, so we'd like to please welcome Amy Farrand.
Hi there. Thanks for watching the Apocalypse Meow 13, Abby's Fund, in support of the Midwest Music Foundation. I'm Amy Farrand, and I'm here to give the annual toast. For over a decade, the MMF has helped countless KC musicians, just like myself, by providing wellness services and healthcare grants to offset the cost of medical bills. This year, they adapted to address the crisis caused by COVID-19. When the virus hit, our entire industry evaporated. Musicians, venues, people who work at venues, audio engineers, lighting, everybody, all of us, we lost our income like that. Gone. The MMF faced the challenge and provided emergency assistance grants to hundreds of people who rely on live shows to pay their bills. It was a super cool thing to do, man. It really was. MMF volunteers work tirelessly to make sure our community is taken care of. They've made a positive difference in so many lives, and we can't thank them enough. I'd also like to thank you, not just for tuning in and watching, but for supporting this organization. Without your support, the MMF would not be able to continue its work. Abby would be proud, and I'm sure she'd be delighted to know that her legacy has helped so many people and is still going strong to this day. Speaking of Abby, Jim Beam was her drink. If alcohol isn't your thing, grab a glass of whatever. To Abby and to the MMF, thanks for taking care of the music, you guys. Woo! Don't forget to bid on those auction items. There's some cool stuff in there. Don't have regret later for not having the thing that you coveted. I look forward to a time when we can get together in person around a stage. I miss your faces. Yeah? All right. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Apocalypse Meow 13 in support of the Midwest Music Foundation. I'm Matt Kessler with the Pedal Jets, the Doodads, She Said, and the Midtown Quartet. You may also know me as Kansas City's Rockin' Realtor. But most of you probably know me best as the former owner of the Midwestern Musical Company, which was founded in 1989 with my dear friend Jim Strong. It was through Jim that I met our next guest, and we have become lifelong friends. Jim passed away in 2000, but the store managed to keep going. And in 2008, with the help of Darren Welsh, the Midwestern Musical Company moved to the Crossroads District. I got a call from Stretch, the owner of Grinders, and he said, I have the perfect location for your shop. It's right behind Crossroads KC. It was at that location that we began to host the Friday night kickoff parties for Apocalypse Meow. One of my fondest memories of the old music store days was in 2011. It was 11/11/11 to be exact. November 11th is my birthday. And our next guest graciously agreed to come to Kansas City and play at my birthday party. He couldn't bring a band with him, so I said, we'll put a band together for you, and we'll be ready. So I called Cody, Wyoming. Cody put together and performed with an amazing Kansas City all-star band, featuring Chris Meck, Eric Vakes, Mike Stover, Paul Andrews, Lauren Crum, Katie Gilchrist, and of course, Abigail Henderson. They played 2 shows that weekend and reunited for another show at Knuckleheads in 2012. Our next guest not only became a true friend to me, but he also became a mentor and an inspiration. He's helped me out in a lot of ways over the years. In fact, he sang a song on a Doodads record, and he has invited the Pedal Jets to play at his curated shows at South by Southwest. He is here today to support our Kansas City music community and the Midwest Music Foundation. Since we can't show our appreciation through applause, let's show our appreciation through donation. Please donate now. And without further ado, my friend, your friend, always a friend, Alejandro Escovedo.
This goes out to the Midwest Music Foundation, all our friends in Kansas City. This song is called The Last to Know. This goes out to the memory of Jimmy Strom and to my good friend, Mr. Matt Kessler. The last to know, the party's over and we won't go. No one to laugh at our jokes anymore. There's a door, don't forget your hat. The store's all closed. I couldn't buy a break anyway. St. Judy couldn't save you or me, I suppose. More miles than money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles than money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. The last to know. We'll play the jokers in this minstrel show, 'cause no one cares in the showbiz crowd anymore. Got another cigarette. I'm not quite through with this story yet. There's nothing here that we should fear, so I'm told. money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. More miles and money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. From the cradle to the grave, all the memories never say. There's nothing here that we should fear, so I'm told. As the night slips away and we stumble towards another day, there's nothing more left we can say, I suppose. More miles and money. Look at our lives and it's so funny. More miles and money. We fall in love and it's never funny. We're the last, the very last to know. Yes, we're the last, the very last to know. Yes, we're the last, just the last to know. When you took a friend away, he flew away yesterday. Government lies, children die, they still won't heal the poor. Is there money to be made off the people's parade? They're selling broken hearts outside the door. So I'll write something blue, a melody I'll play for you. And I'll sing, yes, I'll sing something blue. You claim a victory like a hurricane memory. St. James is hanging in the breeze. We turn another cheek in velvet armor chic. We sing for the workers of tomorrow. So I'll write something blue, a melody I'll play for you. And I'll sing, yes, I'll sing something blue. Nobody wants you, something blue. Maybe you'll turn to something blue. Maybe they'll see what the people need today. Let everybody say, hey, hey. Another smoky rainy day, magpies flown away, searching for love lost along the way. If this beginning has no end, let the one-man band begin. There's always time to tell another story, so I'll write something blue, a melody I'll play for you. And I'll sing, yes, I'll sing something blue, something blue. I'll play for you something blue. One, two, three, four. I lived in the Chelsea once at 723rd. We came to live inside the myth of everything we'd heard. The poets on their bar stools, they just love it when it rains. They comb their hair in the mirror and grow addicted to the pain. I saw Neon Leon, Spider and the boys, just before the cops arrived and took off with the noise. It was nothing special, just another bar. The Max's Kansas City light makes everyone a star, and it makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. You know it makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. Nancy called up 2 rooms, said come help with Sid. We went down and looked around, the dealer let us in. We thought he was hysterical, the napper was a joke. Don't know if he did what he said he did, nobody really knows. I stood on the sidewalk as they busted through the door. In a white tuxedo jacket, cop had him by a charm. He loved to show off that thing. No one knows for sure, we know found Nancy in her black underwear, dead on the bathroom floor, and it makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. You know it makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. I lived in the Chelsea once at 723rd. We came to live inside the myth of everything we'd heard. The poets on their bar stools, they just love it when it rains. They comb their hair in the mirror and grow addicted to the pain. Makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. You know it makes no sense. And it makes perfect sense. And we all moved out. And we all moved on. You know we all moved out. And we all moved on. And on and on and on. On and on. And on and on and on. On and on. And on and on and on. On and on and on. You know it makes no sense. You know it makes perfect sense. Yeah, you know it makes no sense. Oh, and it makes perfect sense. Come on, Tony.
You know, a lot of musicians are really kind of underemployed because you have to be in order to be able to, you know, leave to go on a tour or whatever. So, you know, a lot of people are overeducated and underemployed in order to have the sort of schedule flexibility to do that. And those kind of jobs don't really come with insurance.
A lot of artists that's who they are at their core. They don't have a choice. That's the life that they have to choose in order to be true to their soul.
The only reason that anyone would ever pose the question, why do you keep being a musician when you have health issues and you have to have health insurance in order to blah, blah, blah. It's like, no one would ask that question of a fucking Acura salesman. Like, I am highly skilled labor.
I think a lot of cities talk about having a music scene. In Kansas City, we have a music community, and it really is a music community. And when somebody needs help, the community really does get behind it.
Just like the city is the crossroads of the country, it's also the musical crossroads of the country. We have music coming from all over into it, and we've created our own sense of music in this place. Every sound is welcome. It's something that I think makes us special.
The primary objective of the Midwest Music Foundation will always be to help musicians in healthcare crisis. Take care of musicians when they can't take care of themselves.
The first year was for Abby and to help with her bills. And to continue it, she wanted it to be for other musicians. I mean, it was her cause. It was the thing she wanted to do.
Apocalypse Meow is an annual benefit, and all the proceeds go into Abby's Fund for Musicians Healthcare. Sadly, we lost Abby in 2013, but we carry on her mission to support other musicians.
We just try to relieve a little bit of the stress that comes with trying to navigate the healthcare system. Sometimes when you're sick, the last thing you need to be worried about is paying your rent.
If a musician has any kind of medical emergency, they could go online, apply for a grant. It's a very simple process. I get that, I send it to our board, and within a day or two, I have an answer for them, and I'm able usually to cut a check that week.
I thought I was having a heart attack because my whole left arm was just shooting, stabbing pains. They took an x-ray of my neck and found those vertebrae collapsed, so.
I was in a position where I was, had just opened the music store and there was no one to run it for me.
I had a horrible injury to my ankle, and I had insurance, but it barely covered anything. I couldn't work. I couldn't stand in front of a class and do anything.
I had a kidney stone episode. I got 2 different opinions from 2 different urologists, and they wanted to do this really invasive surgery, and it was going to cost $1 billion.
Chris contacted me and suggested I fill out the paperwork for MMF and apply for a grant. That enabled me to have the operation and take the 3 weeks off from work.
I didn't even ask for the help. Rhonda called me. Hey, this is exactly what this fund is for. It's for helping people that are in the musical community that need it, that are seriously ill. And I was seriously ill. And I couldn't believe how quickly, some help came.
They directed me to the website. I filled out some paperwork, and there was no fuss. It was so easy.
Because I would have been pretty strapped if I had to pay all of those bills out of pocket after having missed a month of work.
MMF paid my rent that month and my utility bills, and it was a godsend.
I'm so glad I reached out to them, and I'm glad that they were there for me. Lucky.
We've given out grants to about 60 musicians, and that's actually about everyone that's applied. Being able to support them through the foundation, this allows us to help the people that are making our lives more enjoyable and giving us a richer experience in life by the music that they create.
Music is not just a part of my soul, it's part of my fiber. It's embedded in what we do. It's embedded in Kansas City, something that we always have to be aware of and preserve. Musicians are one of those very few things that, or one of those few groups of people, I should say, who bring some joy to people's lives.
If I could give every musician everything they need to be able to continue to make music, because I know music saves my life every day. That's the least I can do to try to make sure they just don't become homeless because they broke their leg. People ask me all the time how I find time to do all this stuff, and I don't feel like I have a choice.
We do everything else we do so that we can play music. Like, we make massive sacrifices elsewhere so that music stays the central focus of our lives.
It's a pretty amazing feeling to know, you're part of this community, you're doing something that's bigger than yourself, and what you're doing that night is going to be able to help people when they really need it the most, when they're at their most vulnerable.
I'm always blown away by how generous people are. And it's really cool. It's super cool. It's just people coming out who give a damn and want to help musicians, and that's cool. I think it's great. And honestly, you look out in the crowd and it's mostly musicians in the crowd, which I also love.
Apocalypse Meow is Abigail's legacy and Kansas City's music's shining example of community and family.
Apocalypse Meow is so important to the community, to the tribe.
Midwest Music Foundation was a godsend to me.
He's there for all of us in the music community when we hit some hard times and need some help. And don't be afraid to ask for it.
Abigail wrote this note to Brandon. It came with the check that helped send me to treatment the first time. Abby wasn't like a close friend of mine at the time, so reading back on it after I'd had all these experiences with her, it was really touching, Brandon, I wish it could be more, but we're still a small organization. I hope it helps. Let Zach know there are still folks in his corner, and not all bridges have gone up in smoke. He's an important asset to this music community. What you all have done all these years is important work. This is the life. It's not an easy one, but there are people who are glad that you all do what you do. Be well, Abigail.
None of this, the MMF would never have happened if she were not so friggin' awesome. People wouldn't have gotten on board with just anybody, but she also went out of her way and made it happen. And I also don't know too many people who are that hardcore about what they want to do it. If she wanted to do something, just consider it done.
Wow.